everyone. It's May. Can you believe it's May already? April showers bring May flowers, and I don't think there was a lot of April showers this year, but we're in May and now it's raining and got me thinking about flowers. Anyway, I've got flowers on the brain, so we're gonna get in here and we're gonna create a full sketchbook page full of flowers from imagination. Because who really has time to look up a perfect picture of a rose and then try to carve out a perfect picture of a rose that doesn't really end up looking like a rose, and then we just get frustrated about it and we stop and we never draw flowers again. But today we are definitely just going to have fun with it. I've already been having fun drawing flowers. Let me show you the picture. I already did this the other day. Started drawing some flowers and then layering more flowers, and then I was like, you know what? I should stop doing this and do it in a video. So now we're gonna do it in this video, and you're welcome to join me. We're getting the flowers out of our brain and throwing them on the page. So instead of doing a flower here, a flower there, and then building up the page, I kind of want to do like a lot of color areas. Throw some water on them. You know, make them messy, but just fill the page with a bunch of different areas like this. Oh, that's probably a bit too much water. Kind of like blob and draw. If any of you have seen my blob and draw video where you create a bunch of blobs and then you do something with those blobs, like you make it into a bird or a plane or a taxi bird like I did. That's the approach I want to use today to do this flower page. Let's go in with some different colors here. And just kind of spread them around, but not like too evenly. So you don't want to do like 4 and then 4. You know, use odd numbers. Odd numbers are actually more pleasing to the eye for some reason. What is that called? I don't know what that's called, but it's called something. It's like a rule, even though there's not really any rules in art making, in my opinion, but it is like a thing. They've like named it and stuff. I don't know who they is, but they have named it. So it is like an official thing to do odd numbers. Odd numbers are pleasing to the eye, just like complementary colors. Is that complementary? I just realized I didn't do any centers. I need to do some centers for certain flowers. That was something I tried to do on, what page was it? In my daily drawing book. Where is it? Here it is. So I did this one and I forgot to do the middle part until last. And so it kind of got like to where I couldn't go on top of it. But then here, I actually did the center first, and it just pops right out. So we're gonna do it like this, not necessarily like this, but I do like what I did with it. Just, you know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. All right, so we got lots of centers. We're gonna put a big one right here in the middle, just cause I feel like it. And then we'll do this around it, because now I really want that to be a flower. We'll just overlap it. It'll be okay. There's no wrong way to do this. You're creating your own thing. Whatever feels good to you, whatever looks good, just go with it. Keep going. Don't worry about it being messy. Look, I've messed this middle part. I kind of went over the lines, messed it up, but you know, that's why we layer. Layering makes the dream happen. I don't think that's a saying, but I should get it on a t-shirt. Layering makes the dream happen. Beautiful. Okay, what else are we gonna do? I feel like we need some orange in here. Okay. That's gonna mix together nicely, I think. All right, we've almost filled up the page. Do we want some blue? I think we should get some blue in here. I am kind of trying to stay away from dark colors because when you go over top, you can always make it darker, but it's a little hard to go the opposite direction with it. Just get the whole page covered. That's my goal right now. We can worry about making the flowers pretty in a second, even though it already looks like flowers, really, doesn't it? Okay, layer 1, done. Let's dry this so that we can work on top of it. Now that the page is dry, we're gonna go back on top, keep layering, bring in maybe some darker shades, break everything up a little bit. And then after this layer, then we can like start drawing on top, I think. Kind of want to add some green to these blue flowers. Like not a lot, just a little bit to blend in with the blue. So we'll go back on top. What blue did I use? I don't remember what blue I used. Is it this blue? I think it might have been this blue. Add a bit more blue around. Really like this flower right here. That one's probably going to be the showstopper. Always good to have a focal point. I think I want to add a little burnt orange in here. Still haven't decided what kind of flowers these are going to be, but I'm kind of feeling like doing like a very simplistic drawing around each of these to make them look more flower-like. Loving all these scribbles. These scribbles are looking good. Get some more red in here. I hate using red. I don't know why I hate using red. I feel like red doesn't go with anything. Maybe that's my problem. It overpowers and then you're just like focused on it. Throw some pink in here with this red. And you see how I'm breaking up each of the sections. Like I did 2 different color purples, 2 different color pinks, 2 different color blues, even though it's kind of a blue-green. Might do a 3rd blue in here just because I'm thinking about it. I think whenever I go back on it with water, it's going to give it a little more depth by having those extra colors blended in. Let's get it blended. Even though I think it looks kind of cool this way, and you could even take like some black and kind of leave the scribbles and then go in with black and make it look cool too. But I'm gonna keep painting. Definitely feeling a more painterly vibe going on. I really want to mix a lot of these colors together. Make a little bit of like some ugly, don't be afraid of like the ugly mucky color, because for whatever reason, like I find it really hard to use ugly mucky colors, but those colors tend to bring out the really vibrant colors at the same time. So it can be difficult to want to make an ugly color, but I would encourage you to try to make at least a little bit of some ugly colors when you mix them. Make sure you're being a little spontaneous with it. Don't stay in one area too long because it'll start kind of making you feel like a little precious to that one area. Move it around the page. Another way to be loose about it is hold your brush at the end, not all the way up here, because then you tend to kind of do like that, which is fine, but if you want to be loose and not so tight, hold it at the end, and then you can really lose control of your marks, and a lot of times it looks pretty cool. You can come up with some really nice effects on accident. Accidental beauty, I guess. I think that's good. Have I missed it? I've missed this one. All right, now we'll dry it again. I think this is already looking really awesome, and I could just leave it here. There's nothing wrong with leaving it here, but I'm definitely not gonna leave it here because I really want to add some depth and some shape to all these flowers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some really light colors and carve out the petals. And I want to start, for whatever reason, I want to start with this one right here, because I kind of want to make some interesting shape petals here. And I don't know what kind of flower I'm making. I don't want to try too hard to make it look like any specific flower that I know of, because I don't know that many flowers, if I'm being honest. And I think if I stress too hard about trying to make it look like a specific flower, then it just doesn't give off the same kind of effect. But if you feel a little too uncomfortable with making your own kind of flowers, you can definitely look up a picture of a flower. Don't feel like you can't. Do whatever feels right to you. I kind of like the challenge of making up my own thing. But if it stresses you out, look up some pictures of flowers, get some different shapes in mind, and then come back and put those shapes on top of the color. And you don't have to stay inside the lines. I think the more messy you make it around the blocks of color, I think the more interesting it ends up looking in the end. Right here, I kind of want to make some little tiny flowers. I will say, if you have a certain kind of flower shape that you do a few different ones that look like that shape. So like I did all these little tiny clusters of flowers. I'm going to do another little tiny cluster right here. And then when you look at it as a whole, it makes sense. Make some bright yellow and make something really interesting here. I feel like this is a shape that I see, so we'll kind of play off of that. Maybe have some stripiness to it. Looks kind of cool. Do the same thing right over here. I think I want to make it look like it goes behind whatever this flower is going to be. So we'll leave it kind of like that. And I think I'm going to leave this area because I kind of want to put a different orange flower here, because it's kind of a light color. This one's kind of dark. That one's kind of dark. Here's another dark one, but I want to leave that for something else, I think. I'm seeing a lot of round shaped flowers, so I think I want to get some kind of squared off petals. Where am I missing flowers? I think I got a flower here in the corner, here, here, here. Okay, I think because this one and this one have like a middle part, I'll do like similar to this one, some white petals that kind of come out like that. I'm just kind of hiding back there. And maybe this is one also. And you can't see the middle of it because it goes off the page. Kind of like this, so I want to keep that shape unless I decide to do something different with it. Yeah, I like that. It looks like they're nice and hidden behind. This spot here has kind of some weird stuff going on, so we'll just almost make it like it's got lots of petals that wrap around each other. follow the lines that are already there. Kind of an interesting one. Probably do another one, like a smaller version over here. This one's supposed to be kind of like a rose. I know I said I was going to do a different one here, but I think I'm just going to continue it on because I actually just really like how that looks. So we'll just put another one kind of smashed in here next to it. And then finish this one off. All right, now as cool as this looks, I'm definitely gonna keep going with it because I want to add in a lot more dark now. One of the things that really makes stuff pop is whenever you add light and dark side by side. See how that just like kind of pops right out now compared to this one? This one's kind of faded off into the distance. But if we add some more, I'm just kind of trying to stay messy with it because I really like that sketchy vibe that I got going on. And then just keep going. Add in more dark next to where you added in all the light. You can go like back behind. Just make them stand out. This is the make it pop stage. Not a huge fan of these roses, so I'm gonna go back over them with some water and blend them out so that they're less noticeable. I think I want to add some cool little design to the middle of this one. Maybe with some dots. Okay, I think I'm basically done. I just added white to all the purple ones and I really like it. So now I'm going to add more white to some of these because I think it might look cool. I think that's good. I feel like there needs to be green in here. So like part of me wants to grab one of these and start plopping in some green like leaves popping out. But I at the same time, I like that it's just flowers. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna be done with it. I think it looks pretty cool. There's certain flowers that I really like the purple ones. And these orange ones I really like. And these blue ones too. I really like the blue ones. But then like this, not a huge fan of, not a huge fan of. These are just kind of like, I don't know. They started out being my favorite, and then I think I shouldn't have added the yellow thing on it, but I know there's flowers that have like a weird yellowy thing with dots. It adds interest, but I don't really like how they turned out by themselves. And then I don't know what happened with this flower. This one and this one, they're just kind of like weird somethings. I also wish I had put a little bit more of these. What are these, daisies? I think they're daisies. I wish I had put a little bit more room to have them sprinkled over here, because I think it really looks cool over here. I should have put the white flowers in instead of the roses, but you know, we gave it our best shot, and roses are hard, especially when you're not looking at a picture of a rose. Even when you're looking at a picture of a rose is hard to draw, so I think we did okay. I think this is my favorite blue flower. I really like all of the purple ones, and these little tiny ones are cute. This one's really nice too. Anyway, thank you everyone who hit that like button for me. It really helps my channel out a lot. It helps YouTube push it around to people who might want to make their own page of flowers today. I know Mother's Day is coming up, and this would be an awesome activity to do with your mom. I might do this with my mom. If you're watching, Ma, do you want to do this for Mother's Day with me? If you're looking for some more intuitive style videos, I will pop it up on the screen right over here. Huge thanks to all my subscribers. Thank you for coming back each week. It really means a lot. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.